Today I'm introducing a new video series and will give a brief outline of what it's about. The series is called The Keys to Self-Motivation and Free Will. This video series is based on Rudolf Steiner's philosophy of freedom. The ideas expressed are from Chapter 9, entitled The Idea of Freedom. Chapter 9 investigates the willing process to discover the keys to self-motivation and free will. To find an easy-to-understand version of Chapter 9, click on the link named More Readable Text. Philosophy of Freedom videos are available on YouTube, so subscribe to not miss any. My name is Tom Lass, and I have studied the philosophy of freedom for 30 years. I am the creator of philosophyofreedom.com and the Philosophy of Freedom Study Guide. I have consciously applied the principles in the Philosophy of Freedom in forming my own business, raising children, working for social change, and even losing weight. The Philosophy of Freedom has helped me find creative solutions, be self-motivated, and most importantly, remain true to myself. The Self-Motivation and Free Will video series begins with an introduction video followed by 12 videos divided into 3 parts: the basic factors of an act of will, the idea of free will, and the reality of free will. The first key in the study of an act of will is conceptual intuition. So what is the meaning of intuition in the Philosophy of Freedom? It refers to a kind of intellectual intuition that is full of life. It is insight, an experience of thought as it first appears in the mind. Intuition and observation are the source of our knowledge. We gain knowledge of an act of will by observing how we act, and by using conceptual intuition to learn why we act. The next key is idealistic will. Our will becomes an idealistic will when our action is determined by our own idea, an idea that has been conceived by intuition in a purely conceptual way. Many consider self-determined free will to be an illusion, because there are so many determinants other than ourself that influence our behavior, such as genetics and upbringing. This video reveals the power within thinking that makes free will possible. Why is it that if you present an idea to a group of people, some will act and others will not? For an act of will to take place, 2 key factors are required: the motive and the driving force. Whether we act on an idea or not gives our life ethical character. Sometimes we know what we should do, but lack the motivation to do it. This video discusses the key factor that turns an idea into a motivated idea that moves us to act. The different levels of morality are described in this video. What are these levels, and which level is the highest? Part 2 is about the idea of free will. By the way, have you read The Philosophy of Freedom? Let me know in the comments below. A free download of the book is available at philosophyofreedom.com. In Part 2 of the video series, we learn the key factors necessary to experience free will. To act freely requires ethical intuition. Ethical intuition is the ability to think out for yourself how to act in a particular situation. In life, we face real situations that call for action. Rather than going through life along a fixed route, we need creative solutions to fit specific situations. At a higher level, a situational idea will occur to us in each life situation. The ethical individualist does not follow established ethical standards, but creates new ones. This video gives the key principle of ethical individualism. While carrying out an action, the ethical individualist is led by his love for the goal. How do I know whether my act of love is good or evil? Part 3, The Reality of Free Will, discusses how to become a free spirit and how the world will change when individual freedom is the central value. What makes an action free or not free? Find out in this video. Typically, social harmony is only possible when each community member obeys the leaders or submits to the common beliefs or intentions held by the group. This is tribalism that sets one group against another. The solution to getting along with each other is not group identity or identity politics. It is individuality. A live and let live free community of individuals is possible. The key for a diverse community of individuals who can live together with dignity is given in this video. Rudolf Steiner identified the free spirit as the purest expression of human nature. This is not just some thought-out or dreamed-about ideal. It can be realized in life. What is the key that makes it possible for you to attain the human ideal of being a free spirit? The final video discusses the role of state and society. The narrow-minded and self-righteous who demand acceptance of establishment norms and political correctness fear free individuals as a danger to society. Their fear of truth drives them to restrict and censor free expression. What is the key that will lead state and society to their proper role? This has been a brief outline of the upcoming video series called The Keys to Self-Motivation and Free Will. If you know someone who would be interested in watching this series, please share this video. And remember to subscribe by clicking on the red subscribe button in the corner so you don't miss any new videos.